All right. There, now it's recording. At least I can upload it. So, all right. Well, since we don't have a ton of people, I will do quick recognition. And actually I'm going to backtrack a little bit since I haven't met Sheila and Brenda all the way. So my name is Tara. And I'm just pitch hitting for Jessica right now while she's on vacation. Right now, my team and I were in the middle of our DIQ month 3. And so every so often I actually run the meetings just because. So this is
Good practice.
right? So anyway, so we'll jump in on recognition and we'll start with bookings first. So go ahead and raise your hand or turn on your camera, get us some type of acknowledgement if you have 5 or more bookings from Monday to Sunday. All right. Sheila, any?
No.
Nope. Okay. When did you start?
Middle of July.
Okay.
Oh, this is the pick this book. I have to see how many it's
So Kathy, you're our queen of bookings. So how many?
7, 8, 9. Now 10.
10? Awesome. When are your parties scheduled for?
They're all they're in the next 2 weeks.
Nice.
Most all of them are in the next 2 weeks.
Nice.
I have 2 that are farther than that, but not much farther.
Mhm. So hold on just a second here. He's actually trying to get packing peanuts out of a box right now and eat them. That's legitimately what he's doing. So, all right. So from bookings always lead to sales. So let's see who our queen of sales is this week. We're going to start off with $100 of sales.
I don't think I have $100 sales yet.
How much do you have this week?
I have a whole lot of things in the works, and I'm getting back to people tomorrow. So,
all right. Yeah, that end of the month push is always the hardest.
yeah.
So that is what we are going to be talking about tonight. So I don't know any of Jessica's team's numbers. Hold on. Anybody want a dog? I will ship him to Arizona. Chance, come. Come. Oh my gosh, she's like coming in so fast. Oh. And here's Chance. Anyway, I mean, they're worse than children, I swear. Yeah, so I don't know any of Jessica's team numbers right now, but I know my team has been working super, super hard. Doris had $1,000 party last Wednesday.
I heard that was so awesome.
It was super. They're so loud. That's the one that's in the bedroom, like rolling around on my laundry, probably. This happens on all my virtual parties, just so everybody knows, like, do not worry about your parties being perfect or seamless or not a complete crazy train, because I do this on a regular basis and people still put up with my shenanigans. And they actually comment, how does Chance like this product? It's kind of funny. So yeah, anyway, she had $1,000 party, and then one of my other new consultants is sitting at like a $400 party right now.
Nice.
First time ever we're actually having a rescheduled party for a hurricane. I've never had that one happen. So, but natural disasters happen. We've had fires. So. Yeah, so everybody watching on the recording, make sure that you get in your weekly sheets so that you can be recognized even if you don't make it on the call, and go ahead and post on comments what your totals were so we can at least recognize you that way. So we have bookings, we have sales, and sales and bookings turn into sharing appointments. So any sharing appointments this week?
3.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about them.
Just was able to talk with the people that I had the appointments with. And then I either extended the appointment or called them back for additional thoughts on it, but they all wanted to at least find out more information. And I have 2 of them are thinking about it, and one is thinking for next month, but anyway, so they're all thinking about it, so it's a good thing.
It's always a good thing. At least if they're thinking about it, it's not a no.
Right,
And
it's part of a layer. Yeah.
yes, we have to layer, we have to be patient with everybody. And I've said this before too. It took Jessica 10 years to get me to sign up.
Yeah.
And all she did for those 10 years was just, okay, I'm just going to let her know. I'm just going to let her know. And that is literally what she did. And then finally it was like, she just had a reason that connected with me enough that I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So, there's a difference between a not right now and a no, are you completely losing your mind and you're crazy? And even those people that say no, you're losing your mind, you're crazy. Things change every 3 months. We go through a different season, lives change, situations change. You just never know on that. So,
Yeah.
so tonight, our whole focus is about tracking and about the follow-up. And I know many of you have heard how essential it is to track numbers and to be on top of everything and do all that, but just want to go over some systems to give you some ideas, and then hopefully you can see what works best for you, because a tracked number moves in the direction that you are wanting it to go to. So if you're tracking sales, it's going to move toward your sales goal. If you're tracking shares, it's going to go toward your recruiting goal. Whatever your goal is, it will go toward that. But you need to know where you are. You need to have a benchmark, and you need to be able to build forward. Excuse me. So I'm going to start off. This is my handy dandy pink little binder of fun. And this has my major tracking things in it. So depending on what you are wanting to track, Mary Kay is amazing that they give us the tools for that. And if they haven't given it to us from corporate, our nationals have made something up. So just kind of show you here. I have this really nice 90-day journal. It's gorgeous. It has all these things in it. 60 minutes of daily focus, your affirmations, things that you have to do, your non-negotiables, your follow-ups. It is all laid out in this handy dandy journal. So if this is something that you like, you're on Amazon for $25. But guess what? You can go to like the Fearless Dreamcatchers site and get half of the sheets in this page that Leah Lawton has made. And Brittany Weirs has made a bunch of stuff, and Gloria Mayfield, and all those people that you hear us talk about have made very similar things to this, because they have all gone through that growth mindset and the different trainings that get offered all over the place to build these tools, and they actually give them to us for free. So if there's something that you are wanting to track, if you don't see it in Fearless Dreamcatchers and they're all kept in that file section, reach up to your recruiter, reach up to Jessica, reach up to me if you're on my team. And there's probably a tracker already made for that, so you don't have to worry about it. So like my little pink sheet here, I have my DIQ stuff. And this is all stuff that was just printed off from a national that made it. All my tracking, how many facials we've done, and what are my team members, who's ordering, how much are they spending, how many sharing appointments, and it's just all right here so that I can easily see what is going on. And then I also have the car tracker. Where are we? What do we need to do? How much were orders? Where are we for who's in A1 to who's in A3, who is not in there at all? All those things need to be tracked. If an actual sheet is not your way, you just need to be able to have something to go down. It could be as simple as a calendar and writing when your parties are. It could be your phone. I do a ton of online vendor events, and this is a legal pad that is filled up with all the people that I met during each vendor event, how we interacted, what are we doing, and ways to follow up on them. And then once they're onto here, then I start reaching out to them about joining my VIP group, events I have going on, booking parties, and then it literally goes to another tracker. So just keeping these trackers moving from one place to another, just so that I know where they are in the process. Last night, I was tracking because I was working on booking appointments and trying to fill the rest of the month. And so I tracked how many no's I had. And I made a deal with myself at 4:30 yesterday afternoon when I walked in the door from work that I was going to work into the night until I got 100 no's. And every time I got a no, I telemarked it, and I worked until 100 no's last night. So it doesn't always have to be a tracking a number to build or a sales number. It could be I'm going to work until this point and then go on to the next thing, because once I hit about, I think I was 37 no's in, I started getting the yeses, and I had some really big yeses last night, but I just had to get through those no's to get to the next opportunity and to build on. I saw there was a question here. What is an A1 and A3? So Brenda, an A1 is when you're active in your first month. So anytime you place a 225 wholesale order, that puts you in A1. That means you have that current month and 2 following months that you are active and you are able to use your discount with any size order. When you get into A3, you are at the end of that cycle. And if you do not place an order when you are A3 that month of 225, that first day of the next month, your discount is no longer valid. So for instance, I have a consultant who signed up, excuse me, signed up in July, became active in July. So July, she was her A1. She did not order in August, so she went A2. She has not ordered yet in September, so she's A3. October 1st, she now goes inactive. She no longer counts as an active team member for me, and she will not be able to get her discount unless she does a 225 order again. She signed up for personal use. She just wanted the discount, so she probably will not come back to an A1 until her skincare runs out. And that's fine. It's just, once you fall out of that A3, you have to do a 225 to even be able to use your discount. While you are in A1, A2, or A3, any size order will get your discount, and it becomes a cumulative order to hit your A1 type of a thing. So if you are an A3, you could do a 50, a 75, 100. See what that gets me to 175 and a 50. And that will get you to a cumulative of 225, and that puts you back into A1. So why do we, other than just trying to move forward for our goal, why is it important to track or see where we are on the communication? There are lots of people, Kathy alluded to it earlier, about layering. And they may be interested, but for whatever reason, today, tonight, this month is not a good time for them to purchase or join your team or hold a party. Whatever their no was, it's not a no forever. It's a no for right now. So we want to be able to have a tracker or make a note of it somewhere so that you can follow up with them in a month or 2 months or 3 months and keep them at the forefront. Some interesting statistics for you. And I'm reading this off, so sorry. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. So which one are those? I know it's frustrating when you follow up or you make that contact and they get a no. It's frustrating. It's sad. You don't want to make that follow up. But the more you follow up, the more consistent you are. You're doing that layering and you're keeping you and your brand, Mary Kay, your website, all that good stuff. You're keeping it noticeable for them. Think of a billboard. You may not read it the first time you go by. You know some more details on the second time. By the time you've driven by it 12 times on your way to work, you know exactly what the billboard says, right? So 2% of sales are made on the first contact. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. 80% of sales are made on the 5th through 12th contact. So this doesn't mean that for 5 to 12 days in a row, every single day, you're texting going, Brenda, do you want skincare? Brenda, do you want skincare? Brenda, I have skincare. Brenda, can you try skincare? You're not doing that 12 days in a row or 5 days in a row. That first contact might be last night. Hi, you were one of my winners in my facial box drawing. You got a da 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 da. Didn't hear anything today, last night or today. Thursday. Hi, it's Tara with Mary Kay. I just wanted to follow up about your winnings of that facial box. You get a $25 shopping spree, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's Thursday. That's my second contact. Remember, the only 3% of sales are going to happen right now. I am still not hearing back. So now flash forward to Sunday. This is now my third contact. Hey, I don't want you to miss out on this shopping spree special. I know things are busy. I just wanted to check in with you one more time. Let me know what works for you. I have this or this open. And now I'm going to go quiet. Now this at this point, 5% of sales has happened. So my texting 100 people last night, 5 people have ordered something or booked a party at this point. She hasn't responded by the third contact. I'm going to wait until the next month. Now I'm doing this at the end of the month, but I might, I'm basically waiting 30 days. So I might send this again like October 20th-ish, say, maybe even the 15th. This is now going to be on my 4th contact, right? Hi, you were one of my winners last month. I wanted to check in with you, see what your schedule looks like. I would love to be able to schedule that facial appointment. And then I get quiet again. This is where the turning point is. Now, 10 out of every 100 people are going to message you back, book that party, make that sale. Say she's one of the 90 who don't. That's okay. We're going to wait another month again. And this is where you start seeing the big results. You're showing that you're consistent and you're not just going to fall off the planet and disappear and they're never going to get their product. Number 2, or B, I don't know if I started on letter number, sorry guys. But you're showing that you actually care and you're willing to do the groundwork and the follow up. People get busy. Things go crazy. You think you responded to a text that you didn't. Before I got into sales, I thought that was the biggest cop out. Like, who gets so many messages that they don't answer them? Or who can't just take 20 seconds to say yes or no? It happens all the time. The baby got sick. The dog had to go to the vet. Johnny needed cupcakes for the school play. Things happen and they forget. The more you follow up, the more results that you have. Personal story, in the spring 2020, right when we went down with COVID, I did a ton of facial bags around Butte County, and it was a part of this women's group that you did door drop dashes, and it was a pay it forward type thing. If you got a door drop, you did to the next lady type of a thing, and did a ton of papering pampering packages with these. Every so often, I include all those ladies on my text notifications. Hey, I'm doing this event. Hey, I'm doing this sale. Hey, this is going on. And it's probably once a month I will make a contact with them. Some reply, some don't. I sent one out 2 weeks ago. And of this list that is 200 ladies big, and many of them have never bought from me, I had 30 people reach out and make orders. And these were people that I had met 2 years ago. And all it was just sending out something just to keep in the forefront of their brain, and things turn around. So it does happen. You just have to put in the time and put in the effort. So, this is one I really wish I had more than one person on the recording, because it's really hard to make a dialogue. So Brenda, you're newer. What challenges have you had with tracking or getting things going? Nothing yet, maybe? Okay, well, this might just be a really early night. Definitely find a system that works for you. Not much, oh, what? You never have to worry about if you want to turn on your camera or not. You can always just talk or drop in the chat. We're flexible. The biggest part right now is to find a system that works for you and something that you'll actually use. It's all fine and dandy to spend the money and buy a really pretty book. It doesn't do anything if it just sits in the Amazon bag. This was given to me to take a mastermind class. And I'll be honest, the mastermind class started the very first day of school and it ended last week. I had every intention to do it. Got the pretty book, even got the t-shirt and hat. Legitly, a t-shirt and hat came with it. And if it's not the right time and you're not going to do it, it did absolutely no good. So you have to find a system that works for you and that you'll actually use, and do it. If having a bunch of pink slips on your desk that you know you have to follow up with them is your tracker and your reminder, and you're moving them from pile to pile, if that works, that is the tracker. If keeping a legal notebook works, that's the tracker. You just have to find your way and go with it. Not everybody likes paper. Some people like digital. That's fine. It works for you. I'm a paper person. I like to be able to be on the screen, on the phone, and writing notes at the same time. I don't want to go toggle tabs back and forth because I want to be able to write and talk as I'm doing it. It's how my brain works. So again, find your system, ask those questions. If you go through the file section of Fearless Dreamcatchers, there are multiple different trackers in there. If you're on my team, there is a guide that says trackers, and my tracking system might be a little OCD. This is the tracker I make for all my pink pop-up sales. The name, their phone number, was the invite sent to the special group? Did they accept, yes or no? Did I send them the reminders? Did I thank them? Was there any follow-up needed? How much did they sell? Was the party booked off of it? And did I get them for a sharing appointment? And again, it's one of those things. I track to 100 invites, and then I wait to see who's going to join. If I haven't hit the number I picked in my head, I go back and I invite more, and then I just grow that list. So it's all your organization method. There's a way for everything, but the more you track, the more you grow, the more you grow, the more goals you'll make. So, if nobody has any questions, Brenda, you're my only one here. This will get dropped in for the group for the replay as soon as I can get it to upload. But that's all I have, unless you have something else, Brenda. Alrighty then, I am going to call the meeting a few minutes early. Thanks for coming, Brenda. At least I didn't have to talk to myself completely. I appreciate it. So I will see you. Is there a website? So it's not a website, it is the Facebook group. And if you're not a member of the group, reach out to Kathy so she can add you. So, all right, have a good night. I'll talk to you later.